quite a coincidence because like just not too long ago, I introduced my friend Sarah to Emma, and just during while we were chatting, and Emma started talking about how she's making these canes, and then Sarah's like, "Oh, that looks a lot like the cane that I have at my house." So, and she went back and checked, and it was Emma's cane. So, you know, fate is funny sometimes. All right, and as for me, I'm a singer-songwriter, and yes, I perform, and I'm also online. And me and Sarah, we've been playing, and just working on some originals, and Sarah was helping me with my own. I'm putting out like a EP, so a collection of my own work. So the next song that we'll be playing will be from my repertoire.
Hop on a train, take me far away. Anywhere is good as long as I leave behind the yesterdays. Free from my old self and my old chains. But the streets are empty of the things I own, but full of changes I have yet to know. All I do is gain from the empty seats I left on that day, trying hard to let you go, as I try hard to let who I was go. We cannot get closer unless we get further away from ourselves. We must for just a while and see from a distance further. We go, we remember the goodness of someone else. Forget what's behind us now and see into the future. But hop on a train, take me far away. Anywhere is good as long as I leave behind the yesterdays. Free from my old self and my old chains. But the streets are empty of the things I own, but full of changes I have yet to know. All I do is gain from the empty seats I left on that tape, trying hard to let you go, as I try hard to let who I was go. We cannot get closer unless we get further.
Thank you.
Question.
Yes.
Did you write that song?
Yes, I wrote this song. So this last song that we just played here, it's called Closer. And I was talking about in this song, and I was talking about that. Used to work at this small company, and during that time, I realized that there are people that you have to see like every day, and sometimes they're not the most pleasant, and sometimes they might say mean things to you unintentionally. Yeah, but I'm writing this because that I realize that sometimes we might not be able to take a physical step back, but we could take a mental step back and to look at each other, and sometimes like from a distance, and you can see them in a way that is just you don't. When you step back and look at other people from a distance, you can start seeing the other things about them, and which are the good things too. So that's what I was saying, that you can't get closer unless that you can, get further. That's what I meant. Okay. All right. So let's see the next song. Okay. Here's another song that I have written. This is called Every Day.
Wake up, get up, dress up. In the morning, driving, stopping, driving. In the traffic, oh, what's the one? They just hardly slip. Drinking, dancing like there's no tomorrow, but in the back of your mind, yeah, you still know tomorrow will come soon. Don't let yourself go, 'cause I find it hard to breathe, watching my life go on without me, feeling so small as I watch myself go. In hindsight, there's some things I left on the road. If you find me, please let me know to link my body with I'm heading back to where I was last seen. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wake up, get up, dress up, get in the morning.
Just wanted to, before we play the last song, I just wanted to kind of talk about my relationship with Yuan, how we met. We met back in, can you hear me?
Sort of.
Sort of? Want to speak louder?
Do you want to just? Maybe I didn't show.
Is this better?
Yes. Thank you.
So I kind of wanted to tell a little more about my story with meeting Yuan and Sarah because I think it's always interesting to know where we come from and our background is. I met Yuan when we were in a mission trip in China back in 2010. And we were at a camp where we taught university students how to become a servant leader, how to become better human beings when they graduate and they start working for whatever career they might be. We want to teach them to be a better leader. So we were at this camp for about 2 weeks, and I was just so impressed by Yuan because during this camp she wrote a song. She wrote a song for the camp. Yeah, we were there only the one day. We have a program, and she was inspired by the lessons that was taught, and she wrote that song just specifically for the camp. So I was like, wow, this girl Yuan, she's just so talented. She can just write a song, boom, like that. And I can't imagine myself writing a song like that. I probably can't write it even if I think about it for 5 years. I can't even come up with a song. So for last, was that three songs that we played were all written by you?
Oh, no, not the first one.
Not
The
the
first
first
one
one.
was a cover.
Okay, so the last 2 songs that she sang and Sarah played along with her were the songs that she wrote. Yeah, so it's not from the songs that was from a different singers. So do we like the songs?
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you.
Will you give us Yuan a big round of applause? So she will write more good songs for us. Thank you. And I also want to give more story to elaborate how I met Sarah. Because when I started the Forever Young company about 5 years ago, and when I started, I just want to help people. I just thought that, why does walking cane have to be so ugly? Why can't it be fashionable? And it was making me very upset. Because I imagine myself one day if I have to start using a walking cane, I want to look as sexy as possible. Okay? And I don't want to just have a black cane with me all the time. I wanted to pair it out just like an accessory that I can use every day depending on the color of the dress I wear. And so I started the company and I started to make it as fashion as possible. So I was putting together the performance, and Yuan was the only musician I knew on this planet. So I said, Yuan, you gotta help me out here. I don't know any musicians. You're just so talented. You have to help me. And so we met at a cafe, and she started telling me about the story of Sarah. Like Sarah said, she was diagnosed with a disease about, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago. and she just couldn't walk. And now she has to use a wheelchair to assist her walking canes as well. So we met, I was just listening to her story, how difficult it is for her to kind of go through that transition, especially that was the year she was accepted into University of Berkeley. So she's very smart, very intelligent, and because of her condition, she is trying to go to school next year. She's applying for the program. We are trying to figure out what are the existing facilities they have over there to help her, because her families are living here in Mission Viejo. So when she goes to Berkeley to study, she will be on her own. So she was in the school about, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
A couple weeks ago to see the facility, and she really liked it. And so after we started chatting, she saw the product that I was doing, and she was like, wait a second. My cane looks like your cane. And I was like, because for the past 5 years, I have always dealt with the business owners, because I didn't really sell my product directly to my customers, because I have a lot of different dealerships or wholesalers that buy product from us. So it was the first time I have ever meet a customer that is actually using the product line I designed. So that was very surprising to me. So I said, are you sure? Is it really my cane? And she said, 80% pretty sure it's your cane. So that night after we went back home, and she sent me a text message with a picture of the green cane that she had. So I was pretty sure it was the cane from when we were young. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Do you like the cane? And she said, let me tell you a story, the reason I got you a cane. She originally was prescribed by her doctor, a physical therapist, with the standard block cane. And she had to start using it because the hand grip was not comfortable to her. So it was hurting her. It was hurting her hands, and when she put the pressure on it, it hurt her arms as well. So she had to put tapes around her cane, the handle of her cane. She put the tapes so it make it softer for her. So when she walked with the cane, it was actually more comfortable. So she told her doctor, her physical therapist, that's the challenges she had with the walking cane she had. And her physical therapist, I think, was very kind. Was kind enough that went out to the market and trying to find a good cane for her that was suitable for her, make her comfortable. And that's how her physical therapist subscribed our cane to her. And that's how we kind of had this journey together, and it was just a beautiful story, and it made me feel like, oh, okay, finally I can meet a customer that's using our product and is benefiting from the product. So I'm glad that I have such encouragement from that, and I hope I can do more and good work to help all other customers that might use our cane in the future. Okay? So later on, we're gonna play more songs, and then I will come up here again to talk to you about color medicine. Okay?
Okay, this next song is the first song ever that I started working with Sarah. So this is another song that I wrote. The song's called Let You Know. And it is written for people who are special in my life that has contributed to just being my support. Yeah, so it's a song of thankfulness.
When I'm feeling weak, feeling so down, the thought of you just keeps me going. When I'm feeling like no one's around, your words remind me how I am precious, I'm one of a kind. Someone like me is hard to find. Can't be compared, cannot be replaced. Your love won't fade away. Oh, I just wanna let you know what you have said to me forever changed the way of how I live my life. And I want you to understand, no matter what will change or never will, I'll still be here. Singing for you. When the night is dark and it's raining hard, yet I have to keep on walking. I hold on to you. Everything you are is why I can hold on. Oh, I just wanna let you know what you have said to me forever changed the way of how I live my life. And I want you to understand, no matter what will change or never will, I'll still be here. The way you love, the way you care, the way you show me you're still there. The only thing I can do is to give what you have given. Oh, I just wanna let you know what you have said to me forever changed the way of how I live my life. Oh, I want you to understand, no matter what will change or never will, I'll still be here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just wanna let you know what you have said to me forever changed the way of how I live my life. Oh, I want you to understand, no matter what will change or never will, I'll still
Emma's product line is called Forever Young. So, and as you guys know, there are multiple songs called Forever Young. So we picked one of Emma picked a song for us to sing. So this one's for Emma.
Thank you.
Let's give Sarah a minute to tune her guitar. So, when I say Forever Young, which Forever Young comes to mind? Because there's the Bob Dylan one, and there's the Alphaville one. Yeah.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can't wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb now? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in the sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad. Can you
we'll have a meet and greet after. So if you guys want to talk to us, we'll do that.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's
Here, live demonstration.
Are you giving those away today, is that the idea there?
Oh yeah,
Here,
for
come up
holding
here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you
So-
were giving them away.
So we can continue to support musicians like Yuan and Sarah. So I want to here to talk to you to talk about the just give me color medicine. Has anyone here ever heard about color medicine? Never. It was very interesting when I studied the color medicine, how colors affect our well-being, our health, in our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. That was very interesting when I read the book, and that was also inspiring when I created the product. Why did I create a product so colorful that will help you in your physical health? So from the book, it basically talks about when we see the colors, it creates a vibration in our brain system, and the vibration actually goes into our brain, and it affects the organs in our body. So every color represents a certain element. For example, red represents love. Red also represents heart. So when we see a red color, our heartbeat tends to increase a little bit. Okay, and so it's also very important to choose a color that we like, because especially the color of your room, your bed sheet, because when you open the eyes in the morning, you are going to see those colors. And the colors affect, like I said, your physical health, emotional health. You cannot see me. I'm gonna. Yuan, can you move your chair a little bit? This gentleman cannot see me.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
Oh, much better, yeah.
Okay, so when these vibrations created into our brain, and that goes into different organs of our body, it actually creates a healing process as well. And it's also amazing that it increases the support of our immune system. So that's why I wanted to talk to you how color medicine affects our physical health, our emotional health, and our spiritual health. Because if we choose a color that we like, we see greens when we go outside, we see greens, green colors on the trees and beautiful colors on the flowers. It actually help us to live healthier. So I wanted to encourage all of us today here to think about what are the colors that you like. So start when you need to buy a product, when you need to choose something for your room or for the clothes you wear, for accessories you wear on your body, be intentional. Be intentional to choose the colors, because it affects your well-being, it affects your health. And it was also very interesting that the book talks about colors vibrate at hundreds of trillions of times per second. So if you think about, there are different kinds of diseases that nowadays we associate a lot. Diabetes, heart problems, and lots of different kinds of diseases that we have to face daily. Just every day, think about how colors can improve your health. It's tremendous. Because if the colors affect our cells in our system in the trillions, hundreds of trillions per second, if you choose the right color in the long run, that's gonna help your body to be healthier, and help your immune system to be increased. And this is not something that you have to spend a lot of money. This is something that you can just make smart choices, make decisions every day, and you can increase that. Okay? So the book also talks about, and I was amazed by this, how can we utilize color and sound to create a support system in our body? So things we hear, for example, we hear good music today. The music also creates the vibration to our brain. We listen to it, it goes into our brain, it creates a vibration in our brain, and it goes to affect all of the organs in our body. So by being here today, you guys are much more healthier than yesterday. Just think about that, right? So we see nice colors of the cakes, we see the bling, and we hear good music. Today, we have become a healthier person. So just when you start every day in the morning, just think about that and just apply that to every day of your lives. And studies after studies, they have studied 123 major illness and treatments are treated just by using the color medicine that I talk about. Okay, so it's amazing. It's amazing of how little things we do every day that's gonna help us and improve our health. So that's why I want to share with all of you today, especially nobody here heard about it. And I think when I was doing this study, it really amazes me too. It really amazes me and really helped me to think about, okay, what colors I'm gonna dress today, and if I need to buy a new cup, or what color of the cup I'm gonna choose, how that's going to bring a positive effect into my life. Okay, so I think that was very interesting, and thank you so much for being here with us today. After I speak, I have some free can tips. If any of you has a can that needed replacement for the can tips, I'll give that out for free. And I'm also gonna give out a free Forever Young sticker, because there's a different study that I studied. Maybe next time I can come and share. Is the power of minds. The power of our minds, the power of what we think in our brain. If I think, for example, if I think I'm forever young, I'm gonna feel young. Every day I wake up, forever young, I'm gonna feel young. And like, I'm sorry, what was your name? Your name? The lady in the.
Are you asking my name?
Yeah.
Oh, my name's Jenna.
Jenna.
Gina.
Gina. Gina at the beginning, she said, this is a group of forever old. I don't think so. As long as we have a young spirit, like what the picture we saw on our cover page, Forever Young. If we think about young all the time, if we think about we are young spiritually and we are going to stay young no matter what. Age is just a number. You see, age is just numbers. As long as we keep our mind young, we're gonna feel young, and we're gonna feel better every day. So the power of minds is also a very important lesson. Maybe I'll come and talk to you guys next time. If any of you want me to come and speak next time, yes, yes, and then I can talk about that. It's a positive thinking. It's a positive mindset. So I wanted to give you, every of you here today, a Forever Young sticker. You can put it anywhere you want. Just think about, I'm going to be forever young. I'm going to be forever 21. And then we're going to feel young. Does that sound good? Yes? Okay, thank you for being here with us today. We will hang around. We will talk with you guys. If you guys want to ask us any questions, or you want to just get to know us more, we will be around until whenever we end. Okay? Thank you so much.
Well, I can tell you, I'm 86, but I feel 15 right now. So you've done something good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll make you 86 instead. I'll pass it on to you. Yeah.
You need a sticker?
Thank you. When was going to go baby price, I was going, so she's happy. Yeah.